I've been asked several times by several different people about what depression is. But did you know that there's a difference between being depressed and having depression? In this video, we'll go into what it means to be diagnosed with major depression. Hi, I'm Patrick, and welcome to Psych of Pat's All About Depression mini-series. In this mini-series, I've gone through some facts about suicidality through my commentary on 13 Reasons Why. I'll also talk about the signs and symptoms of depression and what you can do to help. Make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss a single one. You never know, watching these 4 to 5 minute videos may help you save somebody's life. Like I mentioned earlier, being depressed and having depression are two separate things, but they are interrelated. Nowadays, people confuse being depressed with having depression, but with good reason. It's become a lot more common now, what with the news and social media. I think it's even gotten to the point where it's pretty much a buzzword now. Anyway, being or feeling depressed is completely natural. It's the state of being unhappy or having a generally low mood. It happens, especially when there are external influences like loss or discouragement. Let me say that again. To feel depressed is normal, especially when bad or unpleasant things happen. Some videos that help illustrate that should come up on the right upper hand corner of the screen right about now. Give those a watch if you haven't yet. Having depression is a different thing altogether. It's when that same feeling of unhappiness or a generally low mood lasts for a longer time, coexist with other symptoms, and happen with or without a specific cause or influence. That normal sadness becomes major depression. Hey, here are the symptoms of major depression. Did you get all of that? Of course not. I didn't expect you to. That list came from the DSM, and that's a guideline for mental health professionals like myself. Now, there are tons of lists and videos out there that explain what the signs and symptoms of depression are. But being that Psych of Pat is about simplifying psychobabble and making it more digestible for people, here it is presented to you in just that. People are diagnosed with major depression when they are experiencing these things for at least 2 weeks. They are sad most of the day, almost every day, with or without a major cause. They've become uninterested in the things that they used to find interesting. They've lost or gained so much weight in the last 2 weeks or a month without actually meaning to. They have trouble sleeping, whether it's too much or not enough. They feel restless or irritable, or they could even feel slowed down. They feel tired almost every day, even without strenuous activity. They feel worthless. They have a hard time concentrating or focusing on the things that they need to do, or making decisions. They think of actively killing themselves and not just thinking of death or dying. The key thing about this diagnosis is that these symptoms are not caused by drugs or other substances, and it really gets in the way of the person living their life. Still not simple enough? How about this? They feel sick and run down, they complain of muscle pains, they're always tired, they're not sleeping enough or they're sleeping too much, they've lost weight and they have poor appetites. They withdraw from others, they don't get things done, they stop doing enjoyable activities, they have difficulty concentrating, and more often than not, they start getting into drugs and or alcohol. They think things like, nothing good ever happens to me. Life is not worth living. I'm worthless, it's all my fault, and I'm a failure. They feel overwhelmed, unhappy, they lack confidence, they're irritable, they're frustrated, and they're indecisive. In order for a person to be diagnosed with major depressive disorder, which is what it's formally called, they have to exhibit at least 5 of the things that I've mentioned. Now that criteria in and of itself is a whole nother discussion. But the good thing is, psychotherapists like myself will treat you regardless of a formal diagnosis if you even exhibit at least one of these symptoms. If any of the things I've mentioned sounds like some of the things that you are or someone you know is going through, don't wait for things to get worse. Refer them to a professional right away, or at the very least, reach out to them, tell them you're concerned about them, and then give them a listening ear. All ears and all heart. I hope you learned something new today. If you did, don't hesitate to give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Don't miss the next one. See you then.